right. Hello. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the WayForward live stream. I am your social media Tinkerbat Hoth, coming to you live from WayForward HQ. Happy Thursday. Happy day after Mr. T's birthday day. I hope you're all celebrating in an appropriate fashion. I am here with the director of Yars Rising, also the fabulous lead vocalist of the ending theme of Yars Rising.
Oh dear.
James Montagna.
Hi.
Yars Rising came out in 82. Mr. T was big in 82.
Yars Revenge came out in 82.
Sorry, yes. Yars Revenge came out in 82.
Yes.
Mr. T came out in 82, more or less. So it's appropriate. Okay. It's appropriate.
It all connects, doesn't
it? Yes, it's all connected. So we're here to play more of Yars Rising, the long awaited follow-up / sequel to Yars Revenge. I will stop babbling and let James take over from here as we continue the adventures of Emi Kimura.
I really appreciate that introduction, and thank you everyone who has joined us here today while we play Yars Rising. And yeah, is it a sequel? Can you call it that? I just don't really know.
Pseudo-sequel?
It's in the same universe.
It's in the same universe, yes.
We've established that in our journey so far. It's definitely been, plant a flag, say, hey, this is taking place in the world that was established in Yars Revenge in 1982, so we know that much. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I guess that's up to interpretation if you would consider it a sequel or not, but it's a follow-up game. So, let's, where do we leave off? We have a hack list. How's that looking? Have we ever done any of those? No, but in this game, it's like multiple games in one. You actually can play the hacking minigame challenges in Yars Rising as its own separate mode. And when you unlock them, it looks like this. And then you can beat them, and you get like a little mark, like a little medal, saying you beat it, and then you get to feel really good.
James, you are right. Earlier you warned me, you said, hey, on Twitch it says we're streaming Sigma Star Saga. We are not streaming Sigma Star Saga. I don't know why it says that. My stream says everything's updated. I don't know why it says that. I don't know where I can fix it. I'll try to fix it.
Okay, yeah. We are playing Yars Rising. This is not Sigma Star Saga. However, Sigma Star Saga is also a very great and fun game, so look into it.
I don't know. I clicked that, and now it says Yars Rising. So I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know what the
all
deal
good. All good. We roll with it. That's what we do here at WayForward.
And of course, we've got stuff coming in through the chat, so I'm going to take a look at some of that.
So save file 2 is going to be where I left off, I think.
Yes, that is
because that's just, I have a habit of picking save file 2 on everything. I don't know, lucky save file. So this is 100% save file. I believe this is your save game, isn't it? When did you play? Let's see. You played 5/19. That was very recently.
Yeah, like I said, I only beat the game very recently.
You just beat the game. So. Congratulations. Well, I'll have to.
Where again, while I was treated to that lovely opening or ending
theme song. Ending song, that's right. Yes, oh dear. I selfishly asked if I could sing a song on this game. I just wanted to try it out. Just once. And if you want to hear it, you'll just have to buy the game and play it to completion. But if you're tuned in with us, maybe you get to see it. We'll see. Maybe you'll get a live performance. Probably not. Okay, so
fingers crossed.
Here we are, and this is where we left off. If you are just tuning in, joining us, trying to figure out what even is going on here, well, first and foremost, welcome. I'm James Montagna. I'm a director. I work here in Los Angeles at a company called WayForward, and we make video games. And I direct video games. And the most recent game I directed is this one. And it's called Yars Rising.
His name is James, and he makes games.
It's not a coincidence, That's why they named me that. They just knew. So this game is based on a 1982 video game from the Atari 2600 called Yars Revenge. And basically, this game is a collaboration between Atari, the creators of that game back in the day, a collaboration between us, WayForward, and Atari, and the idea was to revisit this classic gaming IP and reimagine it, and that's precisely what we did, and the answer to our reimagining is Yars Rising. This game is available on Nintendo Switch, which is what I'm playing on right now. But it's also available on PC, Steam, PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox, and of course, who can forget the Atari VCS console if you are hardcore like that. So many different ways you can play and enjoy this game. So if it looks cool to you while I'm playing it, you can totally pick it up and enjoy it for yourself. So right now, we're like deep into the game. In fact, I'm trying to remember where we left off.
Oh, dear.
Okay, I cannot
Apparently
swim.
you cannot swim.
So noted, cannot swim yet. So what you're seeing is like, I want to say 2/3 into the game experience. So if you want to experience it fresh, pick it up on the shop and check it out and play it. And you'll see it from the beginning of the story. But to catch you up,
Yes,
where we
catch
are
us up.
right now, we are playing as Emi Kimura. That's the main character I'm manipulating on screen right now, and who you will play as when you
So
buy this
manipulative.
game. Was that?
I said, you're so manipulative.
Yes, that's right. I just always want that's my director, you know, it's part of the job. And so for me, I've been playing through and guiding Emi through this journey to get up to this point, and now we're on an alien planet. The game, this is escalation. The game does not start on an alien planet. It starts on presumably Earth. I think it's Earth. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Oh man, I could have done that better. Let's try that again. The idea is
You're in
Emi's gone on this
Syzygy
journey.
City, is that what it's called?
Syzygy City, that's right. Aha.
Champion, me. I'm the champ.
Emi likes to talk a lot, and we love her for that. So Emi is a hacker, and the story of the game goes, I'm going to tell the story of Yars Rising in like the worst way possible. She's a hacker, and she one day decided to hack computers at the place that she worked at. But wait, no, she got the job because she intended to hack them. Anyway, she's a hacker, and things escalated, and instead of making away with a lot of money for the client with deep pockets that she was hacking the mega conglomerate company for, she got caught, and then she got in trouble, and then there was a big alien conspiracy, and now she's on another planet. I'm much better at directing video games than I am at telling stories, I promise. However, one of the fun things about this game is you can find terminals all throughout the world and hack them, and when you hack them, you get to play games like this, sort of, you could call them mini games, micro games. You can play these sub-game experiences that resemble the classic Atari Yars Revenge game, but it's kind of like remixed in very challenging versions of it. I'm a little rusty right now, but let's see if I can clear this one. I've just found a terminal here on this alien planet. And you know what, I would say if you are a WayForward fan and you like, if you like Shantae games, for instance, I'd urge you to check this out. I think, I personally worked on many of the Shantae games, and so have a lot of the staff that worked on this game, Yars Rising. And I think you might find that there's like a little bit of a shared DNA. No, I don't want to go easy mode.
Like 16% left, man.
I got this. I just have to like focus on what I'm doing here, but I'm super
I'll
have
let you
this.
focus on that, and I'll look at some of the chat that's come in
Good deal.
so far.
How's everyone doing?
Hello, Tariq
Oh,
Raji. Hi. Tariq is a huge Shantae fan.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that.
Hello, Bling Money. Bling Money will cream or scream, possibly. Tariq asks, does the Shantae GBC code also work on the Carbon Engine console ports? I believe it does. Omnicidal Clown. If Nintendo decides to make another Smash Brothers game, would you want Shantae to be an actual playable character and not just a costume for the Mii Brawler? Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be dope. We'd love that.
Mayo Man says, I love how we flood the chat with Shantae on this Yars Revenge stream. Yeah, we're used to it.
We love Shantae here, okay? It's fine.
Edwin for Dogs says Yars Rising sequel, please. The game was so good.
Oh, thank you. I love to hear that. Wow.
Wedge W says really enjoyed Yars Rising and thanks for getting the soundtrack on streaming services.
That's right. You stole my thunder. I meant to mention that the soundtrack to this game is a banger, and you can enjoy it on various streaming services, including the one I've been using is Spotify. So, yeah, even if you have not yet played the game, I will urge you check it out. Check out the soundtrack. At the very least, go on Spotify or your preferred streaming service and type Yars Rising and find it and give it a listen. I think you'll like it. There's some real bangers, really really awesome tunes.
Although I don't know if we can take credit because I think Atari totally handled getting it on Spotify and stuff.
They
Didn't they?
did. Oh, nuts! Try
Oh,
again.
fiddlesticks.
Fiddle
6%.
sticks. This is a challenging. We're like at the tail end of the game, and I'm like rusty, and it's like the challenge is ramping up. So it's like I'm okay at video games, y'all. I'm not giving up. I'm also very very hard-headed, and I want to win, and I get competitive, so I have to win this.
Jez the Isling says yo yo what up Dez. Edwin for Dogs wants you to sing now please. Edwin for Dogs says I'll buy a second and third copy if you sing now.
Wait, what?
Edwin for Dogs says I'll buy a second and third copy, presumably of the game.
Of this game?
If you sing right now.
If I sing right now. Fly, your warriors, fly. Fly, your warriors, fly. There you go.
There you go. That was a promise. Woo! Encore, encore. Maybe later.
Maybe later. Okay, alright. Focus time. I gotta win this. I got to win this. We're gonna hack this terminal. So, this is like a really amplified, crazy, intense, difficult version of like what would be the classic style Yars Revenge gameplay. Boom!
Yes.
Got it.
First try.
First try. I think our inspiration was the classic Yars Revenge gameplay on the Atari 2600 really kind of has almost hacking sort of like sensation to it. The kind of process of break down the barrier, infiltrate this, you know, there's like steps to it. And it kind of really lent itself well to being like this hacking game, that the way we've incorporated it in Yars Rising. Okay, so what we're looking at now is the biohack menu. This is a feature of Yars Rising where as you play through the game, you'll unlock what we refer to as biohacks. And these are, it's essentially something that Emi can install into her body and get different abilities, for lack of a better way to put it. And in this case, I just got one called Cloaking, which makes it so when I do that hacking game, if I stay still like I was doing earlier, I'll become briefly invincible. But you know what? I don't need that one. And I'm already full up on a bunch of biohacks, so yeah, I'm not going to change anything just for the sake of changing it. I think we've got a good loadout here. Hi, Emi. And I have lots of different abilities. I have the Zorlon Shot, Trionic Nibble, Destroyer Missile, Firefly Drone. All these were earned over the course of gameplay and have different things that they do, different abilities that enhance the gameplay experience. And here's a map. And here's everywhere we've been so far on our journey, because, again, playing through a save file that's 2/3 of the way through the game. And here is the map of the planet that we're on, Razak 3, so far. And so let's keep going and exploring with 6% health.
Good thing my hacking tech still works here. Though, was there ever any...
See, Matthew Wonk says, recently just finished the game, really enjoyed the experience.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, man.
Of course. It was like one hit. Oh, dear. Well, let's try that again. I'm so glad you enjoyed the game. Thank you.
Ellen makes games. This is actually my favorite soundtrack for any WayForward game. Disconnection is hands down my fave.
Oh, Disconnection. Oh, Moe Shop really fully killed it on that one. My gosh. You know, I really wanted to work with several different artists. I always just admired their music. There's 3 artists in particular that I kind of had my sights on. It was kind of like my list of like, one day I want to create a video game with music from Moe Shop. The other artist was Toriena, and finally Yushie, and these are all just music artists. They're awesome. Look them up on Spotify, and it's just, you'll enjoy it. They're great tunes. So my goal was eventually in my career, I will work with these 3 different artists. What I didn't expect was it to happen all at once in one game. And it did, and that's the Yars Rising soundtrack. So again, the soundtrack for this is super special. I hope you will check it out. And of course, the game itself, my goodness. And the way that happened was I talked to Moe Shop, and they suggested maybe I could bring some vocalists in. Have you heard of like Yushie and Toriana? Maybe we could work with them. And I was just like, immediately like, let's do it. There's a lot of passion that went into this. Everyone that worked on the soundtrack just really has so much love for this game.
Oh, hello. My name's Emi. I'm a human. Emi Kimura, actually.
Ah, hello, human Emi Kimura, actually.
Just Emi is fine.
Thank you for coming to save us in our time of need.
Oh, is that what I'm doing here? Fair warning, I'm still pretty new at this stuff.
Our people are doomed. The Yars have been under attack by another oppressive species, the Qotile, for eons. But recently, they have begun working with a human to bridge our galaxy with yours as a means to embolden the Qotile in exchange for knowledge of their technology.
Sorry, that's probably my former boss, Philip Ong. He's a madman. I got fired today. That's not why he's a madman, though. It's all the other stuff. Please continue.
Our only defense against the Qotile, the Solan cannon, is rendered useless because they have taken our 4 strongest warriors, each entrusted with a unique command code. All 4 required.
And who drew these lovely comic book cutscenes?
Maybe I can help you find them.
David Liu is the illustrator of these, who we also had the honor of jamming with on River City Girls Games.
Imprisoned and tested upon, tortured.
Hey, I've seen those guys.
David was really able to capture kind of like a,
I
would call, you could call it like a retro or vintage manga
Go
style.
and do so, Emi the human. Only with them return.
Yeah, he's very good at that.
Fight back against the Qotile.
Well, I would, but it's pretty deadly back there, even with all my cool bug powers. Thanks for those, by the way.
That, Emi the human, is actually
Love the
something
expression.
you may be able to assist with.
No, really, you can leave off the human part.
Try this on.
Whoa! I feel like really powerful. What is this thing?
Wardrobe change time.
The honor
That's
of
right.
our savior, of you, Emi the
As
human.
promised.
Now, travel back through the portal and use it to break through the barrier and rescue our allies.
You got it, Mr. It's okay. I'll get your name later. Find the 4-Yard warriors, bring them back, power up the cannon. I'm on it.
Fly our warriors fly.
There's a little bit of that jingle in the background of that comic scene, I think.
Huh.
A new destination been set on the Navi applet. Okay. Okay, we're going this way now. Yars placed a beacon here, it says. Oh, alright.
Wow, this armor leaves little to the imagination.
Let's see here. What else has come through chat? Greetings to
really
WayForward from
do need
Mississippi.
all 4
Thank you,
command
hero
codes.
of the
Well, it was worth a try.
war.
Better go find those Yars.
Many games can be challenging, says Wedge W, but they always
I
seem
mean,
fair. And there's
cute.
that. Let me try one more
It's
time. I
just
got this
not
appeal.
something I'd
Yes,
normally wear.
indeed. Are we getting an update for the game? To this game? I don't think so. Any plans for that?
There's no plans right
It's
now.
pretty finished up. Are there any enhancements that you expect the game to have for playing it on the Switch 2? We have not announced any Switch 2 anything at this point in time. Sorry.
Excited for it though. Gosh, it's so soon. It's coming.
Green Pizza 577. Great. If I have any more questions, where would I get more of my questions answered? If it's about this game, just keep on asking.
You could ask
here.
here
We'll
if
try
it's
to
this
get to
game.
all of them.
Looks grape flavored.
If it's about other stuff, you can hit us up on social media. You can hit us up on our Discord, and we'll try to answer as best we can. We also have a weekly Twitter Spaces chat where we try to have a Q&A session every week. Soon, maybe on additional channels as well.
Someone said Kamen Rider vibes. Yeah, I think definitely that's an inspiration. Our illustrator and character designer, Ashley, very much inspired by old school tokusatsu style stuff. Kamen Rider for sure. When we created the Yar armor for Emi, as you see her wearing now, there was, I think, over 100 different drawings before we settled on this one. In fact, it was Atari that picked this particular one. But yeah, there's so many different illustrations that went into this one, and ultimately it was Kamen Rider was enormous inspiration. I'm glad that kind of like vintage anime, or not really anime, but that vintage kind of sensibility came through. I'm like not doing great at hacking today.
Avoid its bank shock swirl.
All right, I got this.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Oh, I whipped it. It was so close. Let me try again.
Oh. So you've got a special power up on it that deflects the swirly thing, right?
Right.
Yeah. Bling Money, you guys hiring? I mean, we're never not hiring. I don't think we're doing anything active at the moment. I think you can send a general resume to careers@wayforward.com.
Always a good place to start.
27 Hector Manuel says, did you work on the Troll Hunters game?
So, is this plant
Did I work on
Did you work
Troll
on
Hunters?
Troll Hunters?
No, I didn't work on that one.
Organ-y. Well,
I think during that time, I was working on Advance Wars during that time.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, at WayForward, WayForward has a couple of different game design like teams, right? And so at any given time, we can work on multiple projects that way because we have like different, like separate teams.
Right. Yeah, we have several teams working on multiple projects at once.
Right.
8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get this one or not.
Oh. So close.
Oh, it was pretty close in fairness.
Anyone makes
give another
games.
go.
Hearing YUC in the IGN live trailer last year
Yushie.
is what 100% sounds sold me on the game. I pre-ordered, day one buyer, tried to spread the game's gospel to all my friends.
I really appreciate that. I'm so glad that Yushie being on the soundtrack led to that. That's awesome.
Hero of the War says, like most everyone else, I really got into WayForward games thanks to Shantae. I was one of the few people to have it on the original Shantae. In my first Shantae game, I loved it so much.
Whoa, you had the Game Boy Color one. That's awesome.
Hey, hopefully I still got that.
Seriously.
There you go.
Hard to come by. Wow, that's so cool. I love hearing when some like old school WayForward. Like, that's great.
You guys are going to have future plans for Shantae 25th anniversary. What would that be? We'll never tell.
The secret.
That is 2 years away.
Got 2 years to come up with an answer.
Yes. 27 Hector Manuel says, this game being on Atari VCS is cool. Oh, there's a Kamen Rider comment you mentioned earlier. Sabo Sandesu says, so where do you spend most of your time in this game? Hacking, traversing the map, or about equal?
I don't know that it's necessarily equal. I would say hacking is like a good quarter of the
That's what I was going to say. I was
experience.
going to say like 75-25.
Yeah,
But it depends, kind of on how good you are at the mini games. If you can blast through them really fast,
that's true.
if you need to practice and try, like some people, it might take a little bit longer.
I suppose it depends, huh? Another terminal. Do it. I wanted to make a game that sort of like blended experience, blended different gameplay types, so that you would have like sort of a game within a game of sorts. All right, this one is our centipede shooting range. Whoa.
Like, this one seemed like it should have been super easy, but that one took me a few times.
Yeah,
Not
it's
gonna
tricky.
lie.
Atari was like really cool. Atari was like super cool about us like blending intellectual properties of theirs and incorporating different things. So we could make references to other Atari IP. And Atari, they're one of the oldest, most classic, revered names in gaming. So to be able to incorporate all these different super well-known classic IP was an enormous honor. Some of our programmers were just very moved by the fact that they were able to touch some IP that's like older than them. Like we faced it with great reverence, the fact that well, it's a bit of a spoiler, but we'll get there. Pong, the game Pong, is incorporated in Yars Rising in a very big way, and just the notion of like, oh, we're like working on it, like one of the oldest IPs in gaming itself in this game. Like that was just the realization. The team had just so much reverence for it. It was like not something that we took lightly. All right, we've found something.
Contagious Shrimp says, WayForward Alive. Hi, you guys are so awesome. Well, thank you for saying
Really
so.
appreciate that. We do our best. We want to delight and entertain you. This one's pretty challenging.
Yeah, this one, this was definitely one of the toughest ones for me.
Yeah, this one's a tricky one. Oh, those droplet missiles move a little bit erratically, which adds to the challenge of this
Yeah.
one.
Everyone Makes Games says, with Shadow Labyrinth featuring Pac-Man coming soon, we need WayForward's Chomper in a Metroid-like to compete.
Oh, Chomper. Nice reference. Funny thing about Shadow Labyrinth, I just came back from Penny Arcade Expo East in Boston. My first time going to that particular convention. But I had the honor and delight to be the guest of Bandai Namco Entertainment, who was promoting Shadow Labyrinth, and even participated in a panel together with the staff of Shadow Labyrinth, and got to hang out with Seigo Aizawa, and Aizawa-san is the director of Shadow Labyrinth, and Aizawa-san played Yars Rising to completion.
8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Aizawa-san played Yars Rising to completion, and we kind of like had this like feeling of camaraderie in the fact that both of us are making this style of exploration action game with very, very classic 1980s gaming IP. So there's a kind of a fun parallel between us there. So it was actually really great to connect with them. And personally, I'm really looking forward to Shadow Labyrinth. I'm a big Pac-Man fanatic. So this game being a new Pac-Man game, naturally, I'm very excited about it. And there are friends and industry peers, and we're, of course, rooting for them. So, looking forward to checking it out.
All right, nice job there. Also, if you do want a more modern Chomper reference, go play Catgirl Without Salad, please.
Good point. Magical Girl transformation time. Let's go. Mayfly gills, what do those do?
Random question from the Contagious Shrimp. Of all the WayForward games other than Shantae, who's your favorite protagonist? Mine is Patricia Wagon. Hard to pick favorites.
Great choice. I'm partial to Vita Boy and Minigirl. Can I pick two? Is that against the...
I mean, they're very small, so sure.
Yeah, I think we could fit them both. Yeah, I think they're my favorites.
Yes, but you can drop.
But it's hard to pick because they're all wonderful.
Sup?
I don't know if she's my favorite, but I'm going to say Victoria from Spider Sword because she's severely underrated.
Agree.
Ew.
Victoria is awesome.
Like to breathe
Victoria
underwater?
rocks.
Yes, albeit only briefly. You still need oxygen, but they will.
And you know, we say WayForward games, so that means not just WayForward, like our own property, but games we've developed. So that actually, gosh, I don't know. I guess I really like Nell from Advance Wars. She's a protagonist.
You'd be like Scrooge McDuck. I love Scrooge.
Yeah, Scrooge McDuck. I mean, gosh.
It's not mine, but like that's probably Matt's.
You know, if you have to really think about it in that regard, it becomes a lot more difficult to pick, doesn't it?
I know.
Well, Emi Kimura is, of course, always going to have a special place in my heart. Yeah,
The
you know,
Ninja
I think she's
Turtles,
going to be my
Optimus
favorite.
Prime.
Yeah, there's so many. You could say Optimus Prime. You know, WayForward, we've worked on so many different properties. We've been honored throughout the years to touch all these games. But back to Yars Rising, we just got the Mayfly gills. So what this ability has now unlocked is essentially Emi can walk underwater and breathe underwater, and for a little while anyhow. And let's see, Navi applet. Let's see what happens. Okay, and now I have to go back to planet Earth with this new ability. So let's check it out. Duck under the water and oh yeah, underwater time. And back out. There we go.
All right.
Cool. New ability. Get.
Nice.
Now we're going to do
Mal. I'm sorry,
a
Mal.
little bit of
I
traversal
didn't mean to hurt you.
with our new powers and work our way back to... Oh,
Yes.
still in this.
Nice recovery.
Nice recovery. Work our way back to the portal that took us to Razak 3 and go back to Earth. Patricia Wagon, that's a great choice. You know, those Mighty Switch Force games, those were super fun ones, not only to play but to work on. The Mighty game I think about a lot is actually the one that is maybe the most unconventional, or people don't remember it sometimes, but I do. Mighty Switch Force Hose It Down.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
You know?
I totally thought you were going to say Milky Way.
Milky Way is definitely another one that is near and dear. But Hose It Down was fun. I was just thinking about Patricia Wagon.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I was working at MacLife when it came out, so I actually got to, I think, review that one, or at least talk about it. And stuff.
No kidding, really? What a small world. Yeah, that one we were able to release it on iOS. So if you had an iPhone, it was a good one to play. And that one, to this day, every now and then I like to dive back into it and play it a little bit. Really fun sort of puzzle game.
I think it has a daily challenge sort of thing. So yeah, it keeps you coming back.
That's right, yeah.
It's on Steam and mobile.
Back
It's only like
to
$2 or $3.
Yeah, that one's like a steal. That's a really good deal. Really awesome value is what I mean to say. So, yeah, if you haven't played Mighty Switch Force Hose It Down, look it up. Really, I would say, I don't want to use the term addicting. It's very satisfying. It's very satisfying. It makes you want to kind of keep playing it. Just manipulating the tiles on screen feels good. I also like the Shantae series. Well, thank you. Me too. Shantae series is one of the games that I played
Oh, shot right in the head.
before. Yeah, seriously. before coming to work here at WayForward. And that was, well, I've been at WayForward for 18 years, so that's how long ago I played Shantae.
Whoa.
What was the first
What are you guys
WayForward
doing
game you
here?
ever knew?
This isn't your planet.
Oh, man.
Shoot.
Me? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I mean, definitely something before Risky's Revenge. Definitely something before Contra 4.
Good
I
to
did,
be home.
big reveal articles on both of those games back when I was in magazines.
So it was before Contra 4.
I mean, I certainly played some Ping Pals.
Oh,
I
dear.
played some WWF Betrayal.
Oh, joy.
It might have been those.
It was Ping Pals your first WayForward game?
I don't know. I mean, Betrayal was before that one, so it very well could have been WWF Betrayal.
Okay.
So I was a big wrestling fan back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
It could have been that, or it could have been something else.
I think, I'm just going to say it. I'm putting it out there. I think Ping Pals was underappreciated.
It has been unfairly maligned. But yeah, both of those games were published by THQ.
It was THQ, wasn't it?
And I remember going to their office to check out, I don't know, it might have been some other WWE game, and they had like the Ping Pals review up on their door.
Like they had it up because they were
Yeah.
proud?
As a reminder of something, I don't know.
You know what? PictoChat was cool, but did PictoChat have anime avatars? I don't think so.
Did it have Shantae hidden in it? No.
Exactly. So, checkmate, PictoChat. Checkmate. All right, so this is a unique challenge. This hacking challenge is actually based on something called Yars Return, which was sort of an unofficial sequel, but it became official sequel to Yars Revenge. Funny story about that. My understanding of the story, anyway, is the Yars Revenge game that was released in 1982, the Atari 2600, very beloved. It was actually the best-selling first-party Atari release for the platform. Many, many years later, there's a scene of, like, I guess you could call them ROM hackers or demo modders or whatever, that was doing their own custom, like, remixes of various Atari games. And one of the, oh man, got impatient, but the time was running out. One of the games that was made was called Yars Return, and it was a modification of Yars Revenge. And the unique thing about it was the Qotile was in the center of the screen, like so, and you had to break a barrier to work to this like center core. And so it took the Yars Revenge gameplay and sort of made it, I guess you could say it made it like radial, but the really cool thing about it is Atari actually adopted it as like unofficial sequel to Yars Revenge, and then started including it on, I think they actually put it on cartridge, but also started including it on various like TV plug-and-play Atari 2600 consoles. So that was actually my first experience with it, just on a TV plug-and-play. I'm like, did I like miss the release of this? And it's like, no, it actually came out many years later. Anyway, that's enough of that. But because of it existing and us, of course, making a Yars game, we wanted to honor everything about the legacy of Yars that we could, and this, I felt like this was like a part of legacy we couldn't ignore. So, more than you ever wanted to know about this one particular hacking challenge.
Oh no! So close yet so far.
Oh man, it's a tough one too.
Which W mentions, A Boy and His Blob. That's another great one.
A Boy and His Blob. That game was one of the first games I had the honor of being a designer on. I actually joined the company as an animator, A lot of really nostalgic feelings about A Boy and His Blob. Still holds up. Great game. I got this. I got it. It's those missiles. Those missiles are what's gonna mess me up.
Whew. Oh, come on.
I had a good strat though. The strat was the right strat. It just the execution was wrong.
Now, you just have to nibble on the Qotile in there, right?
Yeah.
You don't actually need to destroy all the other stuff. Just need to create a path to blast.
Correct. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Oh no!
I got careless. Oh, isn't it like so insulting when it tells you like you're having trouble? Do you want to try
Never.
invincible mode? Like no, get out of my face. I got this. Like I've beat much harder games. Okay. What's the most difficult game you've ever played? Off.
Most difficult?
Yeah,
Oh man.
most challenging game that you've ever conquered or played and didn't conquer and lived to regret.
That's hard. I have to give that some thinking. That one game that really kicked my butt was F-Zero GX.
Cool.
Very difficult racing game.
I don't know that I played enough of it to experience the full challenge of it, but I could imagine that being pretty tough.
Yeah, some of my friends had to write the player's guide for that, and I'm like, man, I cannot believe that you played this enough to completely conquer it and write a book on it. Kick my butt up and down.
All right. So right now, Emi's mission is to rescue various Yar warriors on planet Earth,
This galaxy, I'm not
there's 4 of them,
hideous.
and together they have something called the command code to activate a weapon
I got the
known
memo.
as the Zorlon cannon, which will help Emi infiltrate the Qotile headquarters and face the Qotile head-on to liberate the Yarian race. Anyway, you just have to play the game from the start. However, we're treated to some good tunes here, and on to
Sabla-san
the next
Desu
one.
asks what game engine this was made in.
The game engine it's made in?
Yes.
Is that something we typically share? I guess,
I think we can say, especially if it's, something
Sure.
like Unity or something like
yeah,
that.
it is, this game is actually made in Unity, yeah.
Okay.
Unity is actually awesome to work with. But WayForward, we use lots of different game engines, including some of our own proprietary things that we've created before. If you are interested in game development, I think Unity is like a really awesome place to start exploring making software.
Contagious Shrimp has another Shantae question for you. What, in your opinion, is the most fun Shantae character design?
The most fun Shantae character design. That's so specific. Gosh. The most fun Shantae character design.
Or really, your favorite from a character design standpoint is how I.
Yeah, well, I'm team Risky Boots, absolutely, like without a doubt. That being said, if I were gonna pick a character that's like not super obvious, the chef character that like rambles on and on when you make
Chef
certain
Girl.
choices. Yeah. I think she's fantastic. Every
From
single time.
Risky's Revenge.
Yeah. Initially appeared in Risky's Revenge.
Yeah, later
and
shows up in Half Genie Hero.
shows
I
up in
think.
Half Genie Hero. That's right. When we were doing the dialogue, the script for Half Genie Hero, the first iteration of her, I remember, like she did not like ramble on the same way she did in Risky's Revenge. And I remember talking to Matt Bozon saying like, "Oh, like, wouldn't it be in character? Like, shouldn't she like ramble a whole bunch?" And Matt did not disappoint me. So yeah, I'm tickled by that every single time. I just think that's so funny. So I don't know. I think I'm just also a fan of Matt humor, and she is like that. So yeah, if I had to pick one, that's my answer. What about you?
I think maybe some of the new characters from Shantae Advance. I don't want to say specifically because it's kind of spoilery, but yeah, there's some new characters introduced there that I think could be my favorites.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's some really fun character designs. Uncle Mimic will get some interesting counterparts, cohorts, fellow folk of research that are they're really delightful and amusing.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm referring to.
Okay, cool. Yeah. See, so next stop is gonna be this elevator, the 33rd floor east elevator. In we go. Oh, I can't go that way. I'll have to take this way to get there.
I take the long way.
Can I cheese it? Will the game let me do that? No. Actually, maybe it's possible, but I don't want to try. Okay, yeah. No, our programming team did a good job. They did the right thing. If I can't go that way, then they done good. Thank you, programming team.
Yeah, I think I probably
Oops,
tried
I fell.
the same thing a couple times as well.
Oh dear. Cool, I know where to go. Oh, they picked Twitch and Vinegar. They're fun. Yeah, I like them too. Alright. One cool thing about the music in Yars Rising is all the tracks are connected. So what do I mean by connected? Well, when you listen to the background music in different areas, when the song ends, it's like the way I described it during development was it's like a non-stop DJ set. So the music when you're exploring and doing your just sort of navigating around the map, I didn't want players to ever like get tired of listening to it. So it's really ambitious soundtrack in that way. But one thing that's special about the soundtrack is that DJ set element where the song will change, but it's like I guess you could say it's like a smooth transition into the next track. Like the way a DJ might crossfade between tracks.
Ooh, that was close.
That was close. Go me. So one experience I guess you don't get through the soundtrack necessarily is you have to play the game to experience it, is that sensation of like the song transitions. Because if the song like faded and then started a new song, I think it kind of dips the adrenaline of the gameplay a little bit, right? Let's hack this terminal I have happened upon.
Hack it.
Hacking. Alright, move carefully between crushing pistons and nab the decryptor key. Got it. I know what to do here.
Oh wow, I don't remember this one.
Ah. There we go. Decryptor key. Yeah. There we go. There's some pretty unique hacking challenges in this game. Not all of them are necessarily based on the classic Yars revenge style of gameplay exactly 1-to-1. We do some pretty crazy ones. In fact, one of the final bosses, without giving away too much, we might even get up to it today. One of the final bosses is, in fact, a unique hacking challenge. Okay, here we go. I'm going to save my game, and we're going to hit the elevator, and we're going to rescue the next Yar warrior.
All right.
All right, let's look at the map. The next node we need to reach is none other than Lobby East Elevator. We work our way up there. Okay, so it is. Lobby East. Off we go.
Okay.
Don't you love exploration action games? I'm not going to use the M word. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to.
The M word is in multiplayer. Would this game work well in a multiplayer version?
No, but it's a really great game for people watching you play and being backseat gamers. So there is that. That's kind of like multiplayer. The M word is, I'll say it once, is Metroidvania. Interestingly enough, part of the, I mentioned earlier, I did a panel at Penny Arcade Expo East. The theme of that was that genre of games. And we talked about the name. And one of the points that was offered was really interesting. I had mentioned Metroidvania is a little bit like problematic as a term, except they can, because it actually kind of, in a way, is not the sort of word you could put on a box to describe the game. Mostly because it tramples on the IP of other companies, namely
Companies
two
that
of
we
our
work
partners.
with, in fact.
Yeah, two of the people we work with, Nintendo, who we work with on Advance Wars, and Konami, who we've worked on just so many things, but most recently, Contra Operation Galuga. So for us, we don't want to like upset our partners or trample on their IP, so it's not something we want to necessarily put on the box. I maybe they would be cool about it, I don't know, but it just, something about it doesn't feel right. So,
Also, you save so many syllables just by saying Metroid-like.
Metroid-like, yeah, I've heard, that's kind of worse, isn't it? But the interesting counterpoint to this, and I'm like, you know, I really, it's a fun thing to think about. If you distill the phrase down even further, so let's just put it out there: Metroidvania, Metroid, Castlevania, Metroidvania. Well, let's take it another step further down. Metroid, Metropolitan Android, Metroid, Metropolis Android, Castlevania, Castle, Transylvania. So at the end of the day, is it really referencing their IP? I don't know. That's a
Yes.
Will it hold up in court? I don't know. Either way, exploration action is the term that we love to use to describe this style of game here at WayForward. I'm sure there's people that like here at the company that completely disagree, but that's what I'm saying, and I'm sticking with it. Oh goodness, what have I found here? What's going on?
I think
All
this
right.
one ended up being surprisingly tough for me, too.
Yeah, this one's a tricky one. You know what? The time factor for this one really kind of makes it tough.
Nice, nice.
Go.
Oh, see, then that happens.
All right. You know what?
Oh, but that was a question that someone asked here. You know, would this
Try
game
one more
work
time.
well in a multiplayer version? I think that Metroid-style games are pretty tough to make work multiplayer. You have to put in a lot of effort to make this kind of game work.
You know, it's not impossible.
It's not. We've seen it done before.
Yeah. It's...
One that was recent, in fact, was there was a Disney Mickey game that pulled it off very, very well.
I didn't end up playing that one. Did you play it?
I did. I played through the whole thing in 3-player mode.
No kidding.
Yep.
Oh, how was it?
I mean, it's a cool game. It's not anything like it uses that Castle of Illusion name or World of Illusion, whatever it is. It's not anything like
But
those
it's not
games.
like that.
That's okay. Yeah, the friends I played it with, we're all big friends. So like, oh yeah, we got to play this. But yeah, and also there's like no combat. It's like 100% just platforming and traversal.
Really?
Kind of crazy. Yeah.
Wow. Leave it to Disney to figure that out.
So it's a very interesting approach to the Metroid-like genre.
Interesting.
But let's see, the second part of this question was, I thought the multiplayer in Shantae Risk of Revenge was something out of left field. When you consider more arenas, we can confirm there are more arenas in the HD version.
Yeah, at PAX East, I was throwing down with people on the show floor. We were having a really good time with the battle mode in Shantae Advance. And yeah, there's more arenas in that version, so look forward to it. Oh, nice. Hard up 45. How can I say no? Oh, I don't have room. That's how I can say no. Let's see. Can I get rid of this? Destroyer power. Power of enemy destroyer missiles increased, dealing heavier damage. I kind of want that. I'm going to stick with what I got.
Yeah, maybe if you have boss fight or something. No, you're probably good.
For now. You know what? I think I took the wrong elevator. I'm going to go the other elevator. But this was good because I got another biohack. Oh, health is getting low.
Yes, it is.
Doing
Charge
this.
up the terminal.
How am I going this way? Okay. Could have rode the lift platform, but I just didn't. Okay. Skybridge access. I think that's where I want to go to reach the next Yar warrior on my journey here. Alright. I think I'm going this way. You got your Switch 2 pre-ordered, Hoff?
I do.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a challenge for me because I was in Germany at the time.
Cool.
And I was heading out to the Bavarian Alps at the time that the pre-orders
That the pre-orders like went
were
live?
going up.
Oh my goodness, what did you do?
I was able to sneak it in.
Perfect.
It worked out. But yeah, if it had been midnight our time, I would have been totally hosed. But since it was midnight Eastern time,
It was
worked out.
basically 9 p.m.
Yeah.
our time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad that worked out. Yeah, they were a little bit tricky to nab, weren't they? I ended up lining up at GameStop to just the old-fashioned way. You know, just like, you know what?
It's fun.
I'm gonna do it. You get the camaraderie of other fanatics with
That's
you
true.
in line, and there's something kind of, I don't know, it's fun. I had to take a WayForward work meeting in line though, so I'm just like really like low key on my AirPods listening.
Out.
All right, now we're on the right path. Whenever Emi starts talking again, you know you're where you're supposed to be. The side effect of her chattiness. Like, oh, I'm on the right path. She's saying words at me. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Gonna go in this room so I can breathe oxygen and refuel.
Swim, Yar Warrior, swim.
Huzzah. Nope. There we go. That's how it's done.
Yeah, use the mines to your advantage.
Uh-huh. And we made it. Let's rescue this Yar warrior. Oh, this is a fun one.
Oh, this took me a while too.
Was this a challenge for you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my own worst enemy. This one is a reference to Missile Command.
Mm-hmm.
does it. Getting through it, getting through it. Alright, one more to go. We got this.
Is there an augment, or a biohack rather, that you can not kill yourself with your own shot?
No. No, there's not.
That probably would have helped me out.
I actually think we considered it. And the reason we didn't end up doing that is because it's maybe too much of an advantage.
Thank you.
I just love her in that outfit so
I was
much.
not certain I would survive this ordeal.
Again, over 100 different drawings to settle on this outfit. There were so many different variations, different versions. And Atari, eventually, they're the one that picked it. Like, this is the one. And we're like, you know what? That's the one. All right.
Buddy, you got a
Like
command
it's a
code for
sneak
me?
preview of Ant-Man 4 or something.
Right? Okay, cool. We have 2 more Yar Warriors to
You
essentially
mean figuratively, right?
rescue. We
Or
got
are there real bug
that
ghosts?
one hanging there, Yar Warrior. And we've got... Where's the next one? It is somewhere
Never
on
mind.
this map.
Don't get captured again,
Oh,
okay?
it's over here. I feel like I could have picked that one up before. That's okay. I will... there's an elevator here I wish I had unlocked earlier. It would have
Yeah.
saved me a little bit of time, you know?
Mhm.
That's okay. All good. Let's get out of here.
Nice.
There has to be some Switch 2 games that you're looking forward to, isn't there?
Huh?
Switch 2
me?
games that
Oh
you're
yeah,
looking
I'm
forward to.
very excited for Donkey Kong, especially.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
It was weird, you know, like I watched the trailer
Uh-huh.
and I wasn't sure what to think. I was mostly fixated on Donkey Kong's pants or lack of pants. And then I watched the trailer like 4 or 5 more times, and by the time I was there, I was like, this is the most excited I've been for a game in years.
That's awesome. That's great. I can tell you straight up that I played it a little bit at the Nintendo Switch 2 experience here in Los Angeles, and my takeaway of Donkey Kong Bonanza is really satisfying. It's satisfying in the way that the like moment-to-moment gameplay feels good, in the way that popping bubble wrap feels good. Just busting things up. I think the HD Rumble 2 feature in the controller is well utilized.
Ah, that's good to hear. Yeah, I feel like the HD Rumble isn't quite as well utilized as it should be on Switch 1. So it's nice to see when developers do take advantage of that.
You know, we're obsessed with it here at
Yes.
WayForward. We
I
always
think-
want
yeah,
to.
I want to say stuff like Vitamin Connection is the exception.
Oh my goodness. So with Vitamin Connection, there was just so much focus on making sure we use every feature in the Switch that we possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
I think...
Yeah, I've heard some people like, you know, downplaying HD Rumble and HD Rumble 2, and they're like, yeah, that's nothing. But that's just because people aren't using it. If you use it, it is awesome.
I can tell you, HD Rumble 2, I played a Super Mario Party Jamboree mini game with the new Switch 2 Joy-Con 2 mouse controls that had you using a spray paint can to spray, I think it's like bombs or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to like refill the paint, you had to shake the Joy-Con, and I swear there was a marble in there. It was so like, oh my goodness, like I don't know if it was like the audio sensation combined with the physical sensation, but it was really, I'll use the word convincing. It was very convincing. So that's something that I've not experienced quite the same way.
1%.
I'm at 1%. I've not experienced quite the exact same way with regular HD Rumble, as much as I love regular HD Rumble. So this was kind of on another level. So with that in mind, I'm very excited to not only experience it as a player, but as a developer. I'm stoked. I'm really looking forward to any opportunity in the
Oh.
future when we make games for Switch 2 to explore it.
And
Yeah,
Shadow
that was a
Black.
tough one. That was a tough one. How's chat holding up? How we doing, y'all?
Guys also very excited for Switch 2 and the Donkey Kong game.
Good taste, chat. And excited to replay some classic games as well. Alright. Giving this another go with more HP. What have you got here? You got snacks, don't you?
I do, but we're saving those. We're saving those for after we've rescued the Yar Warriors, I think.
Alright, good deal. Now I have incentive. Gonna barrel through this. I've seen some speedrunners do some pretty impressive things with this game. Shout out to the Yars Rising speedrunners. My goodness, y'all are phenomenal. Love to see it. Anytime someone just enjoys our game to that extreme, it's such an honor. Because they always figure out things that you never expected and exploit them. I mean it in a good way. I mean it with love. Occasionally something that we do is we'll notice like a speedrun strat and we'll just kind of look the other way like that's fine. It's gonna be okay.
Sure, why not? It's a viable
Exactly.
strategy.
It's all good. Okay. Alright. We're at the place with the thing.
Oh,
That was a trap. Let's try this side.
it's a trap.
I thought it, but I didn't say it. So we're at the tail end of our journey here with Yars Rising. And again, if you like this genre of game, or if you are a fan of if you're a fan of the Shantae series of games, I would encourage you to check it out. Give it a go.
Ooh, all right.
And if nothing else, go on Spotify or whatever music streaming
Lasers
platform
underwater?
you prefer.
Is that even chemically possible? Definitely not safe.
There's a lot of lasers.
Oh, I love Emi so much. She just makes me smile every time. What I was going to say is check out the original soundtrack of this game. What am I doing? Oh, this is what I want to do.
We've got big lasers. We've got small lasers. We've got all your laser needs covered.
Yeah.
Go. Oh,
Of course.
that is not my favorite. It's a trap quote, by the way. My favorite "It's a trap" quote is from Sylphied for the Sega CD.
What was that one?
It just had that game had a lot of really hilarious voice clips that felt somewhat out of place.
In my brain, I can picture what that game sounded like, but I don't remember well.
There's a God damn it! There's a trap.
Sound clip lives in your head rent free.
It does.
This hacking mini game is this one's like low-key a Vitamin Connection reference.
Oh, that had not occurred to me.
It's a secret.
Yeah, that game also had other fabulous voice clips, like "Yeehaw, I got a big one," and "I got a big one, give me another." And "Goddamn sightseers," or "Goddamn sightseers, they just wiped out our beds."
I want to play it now. Just to
So
compare.
let's make a new selfie game, and I can do the voice acting.
Deal. Let's hit up those people, and we'll make it awesome, just for you.
I think that's Game Arts, the same folks that make
It
one of
is
my other
Game Arts,
favorite
isn't
games,
it?
Lunar.
Oh no! All right, so you have to be careful around the star mines. All right.
Ooh.
Right, all star mines. We did it!
Nice.
All right, next wave.
Oh. Oof.
Give it another go. Star mine destroying. I couldn't think of what to name these, and then Star Mine was just what popped into my head. But Star Mine is actually a song from Beatmania. And that was incidental. Sometimes you can't help it. Little things that influence you end up becoming references. Like half focused, half talking. There we go.
Nice.
All right, one more wave. No, that was it. Whew. That was a tricky one, too. All right, we have one more Yar warrior that we have to rescue.
All right.
You're not much for small talk, are you?
I'm gonna crawl this way.
I'm a warrior. What use have I for talk, small or otherwise?
Yep,
There
got
we
it.
go.
Thanks. Try not to get killed.
All down this way. Oh, that was very careless of me. I knew the laser was there too. It was just like, no, we're gonna jump through that.
Oh boy. Ooh.
There we go. No problem.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all.
Milky says, give me a Shantae game that is open world and 3D. Gesundheit.
Thanks.
Dude, we're making GBA games.
What was that?
It'll take us another 40 years to get to that. Who knows? We might. There might be a 3D Shantae game somewhere along the line.
I think we would love to see all manner of Shantae games that we can possibly ever see. It's still a miracle to me that we had the opportunity to bring back a 20-year-old Shantae
Yeah, it's
game.
so cool. There's something that, you know, didn't seem like it'd ever possibly see the light of day, and yet it has seen the light of day.
The message here is never give up on your dreams, never give up on your projects, never throw away a good idea. I don't know. What's the takeaway here?
Never give up, never surrender, never say die.
That's it. That's what the
Goonies
takeaway
never
is.
say die.
Goonies never say die. I have to rewatch the Goonies. It's been on my. It keeps coming up for some reason. It's been on my brain lately. It's like that's all right. It's Goonies watching time. Goonies watching season is upon us. Oh man.
And then supposedly they're working on a new Goonies. Hopefully it's an adaptation of the Konami Goonies too.
I mean, it's called Goonies 2 for a reason, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I really want a Goonies 3 game.
That'd be rad.
That should exist. Those are great games.
Let's get right on that.
Yeah, for real. Let's see.
Playable Annie the Mermaid.
What about that octopus that was apparently in Goonies?
It was very scary. There's no easy route to that one, as I recall.
There is not. So what I'm gonna do is I'll take the basement 2 east elevator. I think that'll be the quickest way there.
Yeah, I think you can do it.
Off we go. The next Yar warrior.
No, Chavez King, this is not Sigma Star Saga. On mine, it updated, so it does not say Sigma Star Saga anymore. I don't know why some places still... Oh, wait, no, there. It does say Sigma Star Saga there. How'd you change that?
Huh. As it said Sigma Star Saga the whole time.
I mean, the stream name updated, but for some reason it still claims that's the game. But I don't know where it changed it, because I've already updated everywhere.
Huh.
Let's see here. I think... Let me try this. There we go. I see it now.
Got it fixed.
I think so. No. We'll see when it updates on Twitch. But there we go. There we go. Finally updated. Jeez. Took me long to find that.
One thing I regret is there's no way to see the names of various enemies in this game. I will tell you the name of the enemy. This we're looking at right here is called a Surge Protector.
Yeah. For some reason I was going to say Micro Raver.
Micro Raver?
Yeah. I don't know, this is the first thing that came to mind.
I think that's a cool name. I maybe not for that one, but a Micro Raver sounds awesome. It sounds like my style of thing. Surge Protector because it has an electricity theme and its face looks like a wall outlet a little bit.
Like each face kind of looks like a microwave, so that's where that
Got it.
came from.
Microwaver.
Probably not that guy though.
I think he's done. I think his journey is at an end. But the rest of them, they're definitely alive in those tubes.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe.
I'll come back and save you guys later. Seeing how I am your savior now, I suppose.
More gross bugs exploding, because that's a thing that we do in this game. This particular bug enemy actually comes from like a really obscure reference that I'm sure no one will catch unless it's pointed out, but it's from a discontinued Yars Revenge Facebook game.
Huh. Oh. Uh-oh. Woo. Whew. Can't get much closer than that.
Finally, some human guards again. Robot guards? Actually, I'm not quite sure.
Done. That's how you do it. So when I say we did a deep dive on everything Yars Revenge for this game to truly, truly honor the legacy, I mean it. I really do mean it. We left no stone unturned.
Couple Twin says those slug things make me think of the ones in Metroid Fusion.
Metroid Fusion, great game. Any coincidence is incidental, but you know we're all coming from similar places with this thing. Right. Next stop. Go up to here. Looking above here. Cool. All right, I actually think we're pretty close now.
Welcome to Earth.
That went quicker than I thought it would go.
Yeah, I remember the same thing. It's like, oh, that looks pretty far, but it doesn't actually take that long to get there.
Especially if you're not stopping to open doors with hacking terminals or security
It's fun
terminals.
to go through here, you know, when you're pretty darn powerful.
Once you're powerful, yeah, come back with powerful destroyer missile and just take everything out.
And that's always one of my favorite things about this genre of game is the, going back to a place you've revisited only now, you're like super beefed up.
Yeah, that sensation of growth in this style of game, it really is something. I feel similarly. Also, the classic gaming trope of like something that was like once like a boss or sub boss is now like a common enemy because you become so strong.
Yeah.
All right, running on some water, and we're going down this way. Whatever will we find?
Life is Scary is a fan of Shantae. We are too.
Thank you. Hope people are looking forward to Shantae Advance, and people that have already played it, I hope they enjoyed it.
Yeah, for serious.
And if you ever spot me on the streets out in the world, and you want to throw down on battle mode, I take that thing with me everywhere I go, link cable and all, so you let me know. We'll throw down. Alright, got a little bit of a health boost there.
Ew.
Dead. One thing I wanted was like enemies like leave behind guts in this game a lot. All right, let's
Okay.
rescue this fella.
Underwater, alien scorpion.
Destroy all centipedes and Silarak. Don't fence me in.
Well, maybe this was the one that took me longer than expected.
Oh yeah.
Not the other one.
Don't fence me in. All right, we got this. Whoa, fast. All right, get over here, you.
Blinking. It's blinking. It's
What?
blinking.
Bounce. All right,
Nice.
got it. There we go.
Right on.
Greetings, Savior. I have long awaited your arrival.
Mine, specifically, because this is a pretty recent gig for me.
We have always known you would come. Legends have been written about the Yars Savior from beyond, who will finally free us from the blight of the Qotile.
All right, we
That's pretty cool.
rescued all
Indeed.
of the
Take
Yar
this command
warriors
code
and
and
now
head
have
to
the command
location.
code
I will have it
required
marked on your Navi
to
applet.
unlock
With all
the
4
Zorlon
codes, you can
cannon.
now access our
Yeah, we are
ultimate
pretty
weapon.
close to the end game.
Ooh,
This
hope it
really
lives
is
up to its
the
rep.
end.
Be
We
careful.
really are. We made it this far. Ah. Going up. Oops.
All right, that's all 4. Better get back to the portal now.
Aw.
Oh, I tried so hard to avoid that happening. All right. Almost out of the water.
Health is a little bit low.
I live dangerously.
Ooh.
And of course, there's a secret over here. What is it? I know what it is. This is a nibble challenge. Nibble away the cell barrier entirely of the evading swirl attacks and a missile.
That's enough swimming for now. Thank you.
Whoa.
Oh, that was tricky. Cloaking.exe. I think I want that one. There we go.
See some different biohacks here.
All right. Now that we have cloaking equipped, if I stand still, I'll be invincible. I think that will come in handy. Nice. All right, we just gotta nibble away this wall entirely. Easy. Oh my gosh. I was just trying to get away. I'm gonna give it one more shot and then maybe I'll hang it up. Let's see.
You can do it.
I think I can. With the power of the cloaking biohack, it shouldn't be that tough. As long as I don't get too careless.
Like to say, don't get cocky.
Is that a Star Fox quote?
It's more of a Parappa quote.
Oh, yeah. Don't get cocky, it's gonna get rocky. Ooh. That was almost bad news for me.
Woo. Oh, man.
I thought the cloaking would kick in.
Yeah, me
All
too.
right. Maybe. I can't help myself. I just want to do one more.
How it goes.
That's how it go. All right. You just got to keep nibbling. Whew. Work my way to the other side. Got cloaking on.
Oh, man.
That almost was much worse.
Oh.
All right. I gave it my best try. Did I say I get competitive? Because I get competitive sometimes. I have to win. I absolutely need to win. I can't help it. That's just my personality. I don't give up easy. This will come by here.
Oh, that was just rude.
That was pure rudeness. If this one kills me, it's all over.
Nail biting experience.
Yeah, it really is.
James nibbling like a champ here. The swirl.
Oh
And
no, that's
it's
it.
all over.
It's
Stick
all
a
over.
fork in it. He's
I tried
done.
really hard for this one too. So that will unlock an ability that if you get that ability, it actually makes it so Emi's Trionic Nibble power becomes the most powerful attack that she has. So if you have that and you use Nibble on enemies, you can like not one-shot them, but you can like really quickly dispatch enemies.
Huh.
So that's actually a pretty satisfying get if you can do it. I wasn't able to do it today, but you give it a shot and maybe you'll have better luck than I did with it.
Did you have to save the last Yar Warrior again, or did that save?
That's done already. In fact, if
Okay.
you look at the map, the next node for where to go is still showing the place where we need to be, which is on planet Razak 3. The Zorlon cannon is our destination. So for me, the next objective is to get the heck over to an elevator so I can work my way back where I'm supposed to be.
Woo! Well, now you're gonna. That's a pickle.
There we go.
Nice job, though.
Thanks. Have a little experience. All right. We're backtracking. We're going to get to that planet. Emi asking the important questions here.
Like, no, Bob, you killed Bob.
No! Now I'm just sad.
Are these things intelligent? Oh, I hope not. That would make me feel extra.
That was the
happy
Chomper
to
Mama.
them.
That enemy. And the little ones are called the Chomper Spawn.
Hmm. No relation to Chomper 3D?
Funny. I
You?
guess that's purely incidental. We like our chompers here at WayForward. I'm gonna go up.
Not yet. Soon. I promise. Kind of juggling a lot right now.
Oh.
So close.
Oh. Laser to the face.
It happens to the best of us. All right, working our way back. Get to that elevator in no time. Oh, goodness.
It's not too far away.
Nope, and I even have a save terminal, or a sync station as it's known. Not like the sink to wash your hands. Oh, this enemy here. This is called, you know what this one's called?
Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles. No, this is not Mr. Bubbles. This is called a buffler.
Ah. That was my next guess.
You almost had it. Your answer had letters. The real name had letters. Got some more chomper spawn here. Get rid of those. And back to the elevator. Alright, now we're going to take this to the roof access so we can get back to the
all the way up.
portal. All the way up to the top.
Press elevator. No stopping.
A couple of Qotile in the way, but other than that, no stopping. So yeah, if you haven't played Yars Rising yet, you're looking at the latter end part of the game, but there is much more to see if you play the full game. So check it out. I would love to personally hear your thoughts. All right, Razak 3. Razak bound, here we go.
Across the universe we go.
Across the universe.
Here we go again. my atoms, please.
And you gotta love the buggy sync stations
It's
of
not
Raise
raining
Act
here.
3.
Do
You
they
got to
have
love
rain?
them.
What is that based on?
That is similar to the chromed out Yar armor you see on the cover of Yars Revenge, maybe? It's like a Yarian effigy of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Out of my way! Galaxy Savior coming through! Read the prophecy, I'm in there!
Now we get the epic lyrical version of the song that you've heard throughout the game. Cool. Hack the terminal. Here we go. Moment of truth. Can I do it? The big challenge. We're gonna nibble
Alien
the path through. There it goes. We have giant Qotile.
So if the cloaking on, can you still blast yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. One more. Destroy the final 2 Giga Qotile. That's what we called these. Giga Qotile.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh.
I forgot it appears from the other side. Oh no. There we go. Whew.
Very nice.
Access granted. And now we will get the ultimate weapon. But of course, first, magical girl transformation moment, because why not?
Basil Makes Games says, had to step out for a work meeting. I was wondering if you guys are planning to be at IGN Live this year. We have not announced any plans for such a thing thus far.
You have absorbed the legendary Zorlon cannon. All praise to Emi, the human creature.
So, wait, am I the ultimate weapon you guys were gabbing
Emi
about?
wields the firepower of the legendary Zorlon cannon. Press
Abby.
and hold Y to charge
It's
up a
windy.
devastating energy
Never
shot.
mind.
Upon
I
fully
don't have time
charging,
for this.
pressing Y again
I need
unleashes
to
a
track down
Zorlon
our
blast capable of
beloved CEO ASAP.
obliterating
Better go check
barriers
them.
and foes.
What is CEO
Across the time.
ASAP?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright, Philip Ong is here, and I'm the one who can stop him as Emi's Navi note. Should we just do that? Should we go do the thing? Are we doing it?
I mean, it's up to you if we want to show that, or stop before we spoil that very, very end game. But it's up to you.
Well, you know what? We made it this far. We might as well.
Okay, time to puncture that barrier. There you go. Like it's nothing.
Well,
Take a laser to the face.
there's an elegant way to do that one.
There is. I couldn't do it either, though. I took a laser to the face.
I knew it would work. I had some doubts it would work.
Carefully move along with. Oh, I remember this was supposed to be like an analog to the thing you just did. In theory, if you did it in the intended way.
This wasn't too bad, yeah.
Crypto key. Nice. Got it. Onward. Right. You know, it's getting real when the music turns off. You
That's
know
right.
you're in the lead up to a final boss. That's a game design subconscious cue. Music goes away. Stuff's about to get real. The drama and the tension are building. What will happen next? We are at a place known as the Precipice of Eternity.
I love that name.
And who and what is beyond this door? The man himself.
I think the game audio has been out of sync. Sounds right to me. Reset it just in case.
Hey, nerd!
Yes? Do you require something? I am profoundly busy at the moment.
I'm here to stop you and save humanity. Was that not evident? I'm still pretty new at this hero thing. Someone needs friends.
I have no friends, just as I have no enemies. I have only ambition, and with regard to that, contributors and detractors to my success.
Well, I'm the latter. Just so there's no confusion.
There was not. Now leave me to my operations.
You need to stop, Ong! The Qotile are going to betray you as soon as you reopen the portal.
Did you hear that from your insectile acquaintances? Subterfuge and fabrication. I have an arrangement with the Qotile. Their goals and mine are complementary. My father's legacy will be realized, no matter how many dead humans or aliens or hackers it requires. Our story will be written in bites and blood. Apparently, as you refuse to leave, beginning with yours.
All right, boss. Let's fight. Former boss. I was fired earlier.
Yeah, thanks for pointing out the audio issue. A lot of times we can't hear that on our end, so if you let me know, I'll try to do something about it, but a lot of times we can't tell. So.
Actually,
What happened with the
appreciate
audio?
it. That was out of sync a bit.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go. Starting off well.
Yup. We are playing Pong against Philip Ong. Get it?
Man, he's good.
He's really good. But
Not
I'm
slouch
better.
either, though. Oh, no! Need my big mouth.
I was doing okay for a little while.
Can we start over?
Bringing all my focus and energy. Let's do this. Come on. Get intense.
Yeah.
We got this. We got this. It's only the most classic video game on earth.
Oh, man.
Pro tip: use the paddle to deflect the ball.
Oh, he's mocking.
Did we get the okay from GamePro to use that?
Pro tip. I'm sure they're cool with it.
This is not going as expected.
Yes.
There we go.
Tied back up.
All right.
WayForward ever consider bringing Shantae to retail, just like Yars Rising and other games have? Kind of depends on the publisher. In the case of Yars Rising, that was an Atari-published game, and they are well versed in bringing out their own self-published titles physically. We have never self-published our own title physically. We always rely on partners to do that. Will we consider doing it? Yeah, absolutely. Xseed did Shantae Half Genie Hero, brought that out physically. And a lot of our other titles are brought out physically by their publishers. But, it's not always possible. So it's great to have a partner like Limited Run that is, specialized in doing that, and they know how to make it work and don't have to worry about, not putting out enough or putting out too many and, causing the issues that go along with that. But, we're always looking at, what options could be available, and it's not like we're ever locked into anything. So, yes, it is indeed possible. Oh, man.
Oh, man. I tried so hard. It's a tricky one. Let's do it again. Oh, my hands are sweaty.
Yeah. I mean, don't worry. That's the same controller I used when I beat the game, last week or whatever, and it is pre-sweated on it for this very
perfect.
scene, so.
Brilliant. Well, then this is your lucky controller, and then maybe I'll get that same luck. I love this line right here. She greets him. Hey, nerd. That line was originally, hey, Ong, and then Jenny Yokobori, the voice of Emi Kimura, threw us a curveball and said, hey, nerd, and we laughed so much and we loved it and we kept it. All right, let's get back in. All right, locking in. Let's do this.
Actually, it was remarkably effortless. Perhaps you would like a tutorial. RTFM, Emi.
What's that mean?
RTFM.
What's in RTFM? All right. Oh.
Got him there.
This is not going as expected.
All right, we're in the lead. We got this. We got it this time. We got it this time.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Okay.
My strategy.
All right.
Okay.
I've had this happen before and still lost, so
Yeah.
I won't get too comfortable yet, but
Like I said, don't get cocky.
yeah, but it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good.
Yes, it is. Ooh.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh, I zigged when I should have zagged. Did I curse myself? Is that what happened?
Pro tip: use the paddle to deflect the ball.
I'm gonna call Scary Larry and see if that was okay.
Pro tip. Hey Larry, gosh, that's the name I haven't heard in forever.
Yeah!
Pong champion. That's me.
You're defeated, Ong. There's nowhere to run.
Whoa, what was
There's
that?
always somewhere to run.
What's that?
Some like hit your
And
mic.
I
It sounded like
do
an
not
explosion.
believe you will follow me
Really?
It's fine now. It's
in
fine.
your
Oh,
attempt
dear.
to prevent the demise of
That was just
billions.
raw energy radiating.
Billions? What did you do?
That was
The
Mr. Ong
Qotile
exploding.
technology
Right.
is an ancient one, birthed by demigods and faith, not math and science. You will meet him soon enough.
So I don't know if we should beat the entire game on stream.
Wait, where are you going? What the hell are you talking about?
That's right. That's the first thing you do is you run back and
Run
save.
back and save. It does actually save, but just in case, what should we do? What's the game plan?
It's up to you. It's totally up to you. If you
Yeah.
want to face the final boss, that's fine. If you want to take a pause here,
You know what?
and call it. That's totally
let me
fine
look
too.
at my biohacks. You can get rid of these biohacks. Maybe we. Gosh, I really should have got more biohacks on the way, shouldn't I have? Don't need that. Do want that. So one of the fun things with this is deciding how you want to arrange everything to equip all the powers you want to bring with you. And in my case here, right now, I don't think I'll be able to fill in everything. Well, I don't need. Not that one. All right. You know what? Let's just give it one go. All right, this is the end of Yars Rising. If you have
Spoiler
not played
alert.
it yet, this is spoiler territory, but I think you'll enjoy the game anyway, regardless of the ending spoilers here.
He is reborn, the source of all Qotile power. Our savior, the Phalanx.
Who disrupts my slumber?
Me? I guess? Actually, my boss. Former boss, I gotta stop doing that. You can go back to sleep if you want. I can, sing you a lullaby?
The Phalanx has slept for eons.
You should do that again. I mean, maybe just one more eon. Come on, treat yourself.
Definitely enjoy this dialogue here.
Yeah, that's great.
Phalanx hungers
For takeout?
for worlds.
Buffalo wings.
Oh, I was afraid of that.
All right. So this is the Qotile demigod, Phalanx.
Who makes gloves that big? Where does he get those gloves?
Are they gloves or is that like his skin? Oh man, better not think about it.
Whoa, hey! You're a big one! Sure seems like it.
Oh.
That gem must be powering him. Time to shatter it. Oh, please don't squish me. Is this revenge for all the bugs I killed?
Your fraternity is incessant.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Get used to it.
Oh, miss.
Resistance is pointless.
As opposed to what? Willingly dying? Yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah, okay, buddy. All right.
Not bad, not bad.
Likes commands all.
Oh, rough.
Well, not this cosmos. Person within the cosmos, I mean.
Oh.
Oh, that is. Oh, woo. Nice
Got
dodge.
it.
Oh.
Oh, it was a good try though.
All right. Well, do we call it here?
Do we call it here? We've been streaming for quite a while.
We have been.
Mm.
Although, you know, even if you're done with the game, I think there's something else that we still have time for, you know.
Oh, right. Yes, there is something else.
So, yeah, we won't spoil the final boss.
The final
defeat
boss. You got to see a little taste of the end of Yars Rising, and
or
I
the
hope
ending.
you'll feel inspired to pick up the game.
We gave people a sneak peek of the ending theme song already anyway.
We did.
So, but yeah, I was overseas recently, and I picked up some treats in Germany. And so here we are with game director, professional crooner, and professional snack eater James Montagna.
Are we gonna snack?
Yeah, let's pull them out.
All right.
I'm gonna change to the bigger camera here.
Okay,
Let's see,
here we
bigger
go.
camera. Where are you? All right, so dig into the bag and show what we
So
got.
what's
The
the first
special
one?
Pringles. So,
Pringles. These Pringles are very special. They have the official Nintendo licensed product seal on them, and Best Girl Princess Peach is on these as well.
yeah, so they have Super Mario licensed Pringles over in Europe right now.
Wow.
The regular ones are Mario. They have sour cream and onion with Luigi, and then they have paprika, which I've never even heard of before.
Paprika
with your
Peach?
favorite Princess Peach. And so
My
I had to bring
goodness.
this in because, you know, I imagine that you would love to try something Princess Peach
I would love
flavored.
to. Princess Peach flavor, I'm all over it. Let's do this thing. All right, may I open these?
Yeah, go ahead.
Once you pop, the fun don't stop. We're popping. Oh my goodness. It immediately has a strong paprika. Like, wow, it's like, as soon as I open the cans, it's like my nostrils got hit with this like paprika smell. It's nice. Okay. All right. Princess Peach paprika. Here we go. Thank you for sharing these, by the way.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's really
Not bad. A little mild.
yeah. It's actually surprisingly
Yeah, a nice
mild.
little kick.
Sometimes paprika stuff it's got a little bit more of a kick, but no, this is really mild, really tasty. If I had to compare it to something, it's almost really a little bit like a barbecue
Yeah, a
chip
little
flavor.
bit. Yeah.
But it's got that like paprika spice to it. Really good. Wow. That's awesome. You know, Princess Peach paprika, I wouldn't have thought to put it together, but it works.
It's not actually peach flavored. It's just paprika flavored.
Thankful it's not peach flavored. I'm not sure that would work. There's another one, isn't there?
But yes, we have one more.
Mm.
Now, Peach, I know is your favorite character, but this, as far as flavors go, certainly the most intriguing.
Wow. Mystery flavor? Flavor.
The mystery flavor.
Mystery
That's
flavor.
what it's like over in Europe.
That's true. Over in Europe, y'all like to spell flavor with a U. Because you just think it looks good that way, I guess. This is awesome. The silver can immediately is very striking. It's the same way, like in the world of candy, the mystery flavor Airheads come in that like silver wrapper. Like silver does not evoke any particular flavor, so it's like the perfect color for like a mystery, and also the perfect iconography for a mystery because you have the Mario question block here representing the mystery flavor.
You do.
So,
although when I see silver, I kind of want to play Konami games, to tell you the truth.
What's up?
I want to play Konami games, to tell you the truth.
Why is that?
You know, Konami, the silver boxes? Oh, come on.
Oh,
man.
back in the day. Fair enough. It evokes that. It doesn't evoke your appetite, does it? So what does silver mean in the world of food, flavor-wise? I don't know. But I guess we're going to find out.
We need to solve the mystery.
We have to solve the mystery flavor. And the question block is like the perfect iconography. What's going to pop out?
That's right.
Boom.
I'm
going to open this thing.
Taste test here.
All right, opening it. Here we go. Once you pop the fun, don't stop. Doesn't smell like anything. What does that smell?
It's a mystery.
It has no smell. There's no the faintest vinegar. What is that? All right, here goes. I'm going in.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh. Is it wasabi maple?
Is it wasabi? What is that?
No.
Sadly not wasabi maple.
If only.
My gosh, what is that?
No, it's a little picklish.
A little picklish? But
it remains a mystery still.
It is a mystery. What is it?
It's a little bit of spice.
The littlest bit of kick.
I'm calling it spicy pickle.
It evokes eating fresh nigiri in Japan and dipping it in soy sauce. It's got a little bit of like a soy sauce-ish something going on there. I don't know. But it's spicy.
Yeah. Subtle spice. It grows on you.
What is that?
Spicy mushroom? Probably not.
It's not fishy.
Even though it's Mario flavored.
It's delicious, by the way. This is a great flavor. If I like knew what this flavor was, maybe like if it was like on the store shelf, I would like buy it if I knew it was this good. But I just don't know what it is. It's like wouldn't be the first time I made an absolute mess in this room.
No, it would not be. It's like, where's Christina to slap you when we really need her?
Christina V and her tortillas. You know, I don't know what the mystery is, but if you find these, pick it up, taste them, and tweet at us and let us know what you think the mystery flavor is if you happen to have access to these and can buy them and can taste it, because I just don't know. I'm going to hunt on the internet later and see if someone else has solved
Okay.
the mystery. But for now, all I could say is they're delicious. I'm going to eat another one.
All right. Well, I'm going to continue to pretend that they are maple wasabi flavor, even though I know they're not.
You know what? There could be like the subtlest wasabi if I use my imagination.
But what will be more appropriate? Nothing.
Is that anyway? That's it for that, I guess. My gosh, I'm gonna be thinking about that for the rest of the day. What is that flavor? Thank you for that treat from your journey, your travels.
Sure thing. Well, thank you for the live taste test, and for joining us for the last 2+ hours playing Yars Rising.
Yars Rising, yes, of course.
Yeah, we didn't quite spoil the end of the game, but we did make it pretty much all the way to the end.
We did.
Thank you for everyone who joined in for the stream and watched us play and eat snacks. The game, of course, is out on pretty much all platforms. Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox, PC, Atari VCS. Are there other ones I'm forgetting? It's available physically. It's available digitally. So yeah, if you like what you saw, or if you didn't, go check it out.
Maybe it'll grow on you. And also, the soundtrack to Yars Rising is on various streaming platforms. So go listen to the music of this game. I think you will like it. I guess that's it for us today, huh?
Yeah, that was it for the stream. We shall catch you next time.
Thanks for joining.